Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me type of video. I'm going to be showing you guys my entire makeup routine and how I turn myself into a somewhat, normal looking person instead of a zombie that just woke up. I can't wait to show you guys. And if you guys have not done so already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up. I'm going to keep this intro nice and short. Let's go ahead and jump into my get ready with me. Okay guys, so I just woke up about an hour ago and I'm getting my makeup on so I can get ready to go to work. And the first thing that I did was obviously wash my face and everything, and then I also used this Mario Badescu cucumber facial spray to bring some extra hydration up, and I love the way this smells, and it just rehydrates my skin. And then I put my First Aid Beauty Moisturizer. You guys know I love this stuff for my skincare routine, so I also put this on in the morning as well. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I have all of my makeup pretty much in this Mario bag, and then I have the rest of it in this little travel bag right here. I'm going to pull my hair back so that way I don't get any makeup on it, especially with the blonde hair or blonder hair. I don't want to get any makeup on it, so I'm just going to take that back. I have one of these headbands for my skincare routine, and I have one of them for my makeup routine. So the first thing that I like to do is I kind of like to set out all of the makeup that I think I'm going to need. And the reason why I have all my makeup in this random little Mario bag is because I am currently looking for a vanity so I can stop doing my makeup at the kitchen table, because I have to clean up everything after I am done. But I'm also going to be getting out all of my brushes. I'll kind of explain the method to my madness with having so many different brushes. And I also got this neat little thing in my FabFitFun box. Is this guy. It's called the Color Switch, and I use this because I use one particular brush for 3 different things, and this helps kind of like take all the excess powder off of it, so that way I can use it for multiple different purposes. And this is like a mix and match of like what Ulta calls prestige brand makeup and like drugstore makeup. I use all of it, and I love all of it equally, and I actually find that some drugstore makeup actually works better than the higher end brand stuff, so it just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. Alright, and I'm just going to keep the rest of my lip products in here because I don't know what kind of lipstick I'm going to want until I'm completely done. So the first thing that I put on is going to be this Hemp's moisturizing lip balm. And I love this because my lips get really dehydrated at night, especially you guys can probably tell I sound a little stuffy. And I am getting over a cold because in Georgia we experience all 4 seasons in one day. So that hot and cold switching on and off really got to me, and I got a little bit of a cold. So I'm getting over that. But the thing I'm going to do now is prime my skin, and I use 2 different primers. I am using the Benefit Professional Hydrating Primer, and I love this primer because not only does it do the obvious of hydrating your skin, but it also helps control my oils, which you guys know by now. I've said it a million times, I have really oily skin. It's not as oily as it used to be now since I've actually changed a little bit on my diet in terms of cutting out certain foods and food groups. But I still put this in my T-zone, so that way it still hydrates this area so it doesn't produce as much oil during the day. And then it helps control the oil production as well. So mostly on my forehead, my nose, on the sides of my nose, underneath, and then a little bit on my chin. And you instantly feel the hydration with this primer, which I love, and it's a gel base instead of silicone. So it actually won't clog your pores, which is really nice. The other one that I've been trying lately is the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. This is their newest primer to go along with their All Nighter Setting Spray, which of course is a classic. And then I put this everywhere else, on my cheeks and on the sides of my face. I like this primer for a few reasons. Again, it's more of like a gel instead of silicone. I love the Smashbox primer as well, their original, but that one is more of like a silicone base, so I don't like to use that one as much, although it works amazing. I do find that it's harder for me to not get a breakout after using that one. But this one feels really nice. It spreads out really good. I don't think it has as much of a blurring effect as the Benefit one does, but I still love the way it feels. And I love the way it makes this part of my face look, because my makeup tends to break off in certain areas, so I want a little bit more of a blurring effect there. I need a little bit less in others where my makeup tends to get cakey, like it all gathers in these areas, so I like to use this for that. Next thing is foundation, and I use an EcoTools sponge for this. I just have it in this little travel case that I got with the sponge, and I just wet the sponge, dampen it, and then squeeze out the excess water with a paper towel. And I am using a combination of foundations. This is my tried and true Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is a super matte finish, so it's great for oily skin. This is in shade F1. And then I also use my It Cosmetics CC cream. You guys can see it's pretty much almost out. And this is in shade Fair. And I use about a half a pump of this stuff. And this is a little darker than my actual skin tone, so I like to mix it. And then I go ahead and apply this, and the It Cosmetics also has SPF in it, which I love. And then I'm just gonna bounce this all over my face. Alrighty, now that I'm done with that, I noticed that I had a little bit of a bigger breakout than I originally thought I had. So I'm gonna dive into my concealer. There it is. So this is the Lancome Waterproof Concealer, and I'm just gonna use like a tiny bit, like a pea size. And I'm gonna put this on the like flat side of the sponge, like that. And I'm gonna put this obviously under my eyes, and then I'm also going to get my brush. I'm going to cover some spots that I have from breakouts, and it's mostly hormonal, but I'm gonna take this brush. This is from EcoTools, and I'm actually going to use the foundation side to cover. Okay. Next step is powder. And this is the Mercier powder. This is, again, a super classic setting powder. A lot of people love it. I'm just going to put a little bit into the lid of it, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush around. This brush right here I got in the Pop Figure Disney collab. I got I got actually all 4 sets of these brushes. You'll notice I have a couple of them with me right now. This is all part of the Maleficent one, or no, this is the Evil Queen. It's got the poison apple. And I'm just gonna set my face, and this brush I use for setting my face with some powder, my bronzer, and my blush. And that's why I love that color switch gadget. And this also makes it a lot faster for me to do my makeup, because I don't always have a lot of time. especially if I have to go to like training. I have to get up at around 6 in the morning and I have to leave by 7. And I'm not a morning person, so I move particularly slow in the morning. So doing my makeup, I want it to be as quick as possible. So you just swirl it around and it separates the hairs and gets the makeup off. And this is just the Physicians Formula Sun-Kissed Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff. My one coworker actually introduced me to it, and I love it. Alrighty, so now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna keep this out and my setting powder. I usually try to put away things as I use them. Except for my brushes, I keep all of those out because you never know when you're gonna need to reapply something. I keep them out just in case I go like a little too intense with my blush, or I need a little bit, it's not like bronzed enough around certain areas, because I don't contour, I don't know how. I'm trying to learn different things for my makeup, but it's one of those things where you just have to really practice. And then this is a Milani blush. This is in shade 5 Luminoso. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Luminoso. And I'm trying to go a little lighter with my blush nowadays because I noticed I used to go way, way too hard with my blush and it looked bad. And I really like this color because it's like a peachy pink color. It has a little bit of a luminosity to it, thus the name, but I really, really like it. Alright, and I'm gonna wait to do my highlight until the end because I want to make sure that I can do my eyes first and then I will do my highlight. So that way I can brush away the excess and not brush off my highlight. So the palette, I'm using both of these palettes. This one is the BH Cosmetics Hanging in Hawaii palette. I use the mirror in here when I do my makeup, that's why I've been having that out. But I love the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. And I'm gonna go into shade Liar first, just with the brush that comes with it. Tap off the excess. And then I'm gonna put this all on the first half of my lid. And I'm gonna ensure to not go too high. So I'm gonna smoke it out a teeny tiny bit. This is like completely unconventional. I am not a makeup artist. I don't claim to be, but I do have fun with makeup, and I think that's the beautiful thing about makeup is you can not be an expert with it and just have fun. And if you like it, that's what matters. And I love neutral shades. Those are my favorite. All right, so now I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to go into shade Mugshot really lightly. Tap off the excess, and I'm gonna go and on the other half of my lid, and then I'm going to blend that out with another brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this like really small pack brush and I'm going to go in to shade Pineapple in my BH palette because it's like a really pretty shimmer shade. I'm gonna put that right in the center of my lid. Okay, so I'm gonna pack this guy up. Done with him. And then I'm just going to take this really fluffy brush. I've had this brush forever. And I'm just gonna sweep away any fallout underneath. There's usually not too much with Urban Decay, but there still is a tiny bit. Next thing, I'm going to use eyeliner just to line my waterline. This is the waterproof eyeliner from Lancome. It's not my favorite eyeliner. My mom actually got me this. All my Lancome stuff my mom got for me because I told her that I really liked what she was wearing. They changed the formula on this because it used to be a great pencil, but they changed it so it's not as good. But I just want to use it up because I don't want it to go to waste because makeup does expire. But I just like to line my waterline a little bit. And then it just gives me like a little bit of actual like life to my eye besides what I already have. And then I'm gonna go into shade Maui in my palette with this Essence Smoky Eyes brush, and I actually use this to go under my eye. And it just gives a little bit of depth. And the reason I don't use the shade in the Urban Decay palette is because it has like a shimmer to it, and I don't want to bring a ton of shimmer to under my eye. But this shade Maui is actually pretty close to like that color scheme, so it works really well. Just a little bit underneath. And then I make sure I blend it, of course, into the other shade, just that way it looks all like blended and cohesive. So now I'm done with my eyeshadow brushes. So these go back in there. Like I said, I try to clean up as I go. I'm gonna do my brows really quick. This is just the Gimme Brow from Benefit in shade 1. It's the lightest shade. And I love this because it gives me my color and it has the gel, so it makes my brows look like they actually know where they're going instead of all over the place. So I just brush this on. So now I'm going to go into mascara. I'm going to try to do this while she's on my lap. She likes to sit with me when I do my makeup. But this is the Eyelash Primer from Pure Cosmetics. And I originally didn't like understand the need for an eyelash primer. I get it now. I didn't know that it actually conditions your lashes, which you need to do, especially when applying like waterproof mascara or any mascara really. But I love this one. Okay, too many cats on the table. They're really not supposed to be on the table. Charlie is way more like stern about them not climbing on the table. I'm not as strict. I'm not the strict parent. If it was a child, I'd probably be the strict parent, but with them, I'm not the strict parent. So I do that on one eye, and then I'm using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Favorite mascara I've ever used. I love this stuff. I love the brush, and I love what it does to my lashes. I'll have to show you guys just the difference with my lashes with this stuff. It's so dramatic. And I'll wear falsies every once in a while. I don't always wear them because I don't like how my lashes stick together for like days afterwards. But this gives me that like nice big full effect without having to wear falsies, and I love it. And because I have hooded eyes, I don't like really big brushes because I tend to hit the top of my eyelid by my brow. But I mean, the difference is night and day. I'll come up and like show you guys the difference between like one eye and the other eye. It's crazy. Do you guys see this difference? It's insane. This one has the mascara on it, and this one doesn't have anything but the primer on it. But look at those lashes. Like, you can't even really see them like that when I turn my head to the side, and then when I go like that. And I don't have falsies on, you guys, or anything. I just have on mascara, and this is one like dip into the mascara tube. It's insane. Okay, so now that I am done with that, and that I really only have like a couple more things to do, I think that for today I'm going to use this liquid lip. It's from ColourPop, and it actually goes hand in hand with my highlighter. This was the Disney collab with ColourPop, and I got the Cinderella one, and this shade is called Prince Charming. It's like a really pretty pink color. And I think it looks really well on my skin tone. And it goes on nice and matte. I love this color. But I like the fact that it goes on matte because it's perfect for me to put on a gloss over it, and I love like a little extra shine. So now that I have that on, I'm gonna put on this Buxom Plumping Gloss. This is in shade Claire. I got this at Christmas in like a gift set. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on right over top. The Buxom is not like the most plumping on the planet, but I love the fact that they have a really great shade range. The really great lip plumper, if you can handle it, is the Lip Injection Extreme from Too Faced. I love that one. And they just released it in a few new shades. So pretty. But I do love the Buxom ones, and I love, love, love the shade range and how many different products they have that are plumping. It just gives you a subtle plump, but I'm looking more for like the color and the gloss. Buddy, get off the table. Okay, so now that that's done, one of my last steps is, of course, my highlighter. This is the Horse and Carriage one from that Cinderella collection that I got from ColourPop. I love highlighter. I love what it does to the skin. I just think it looks so pretty. And because of the fact that I have oily skin, I want to control where my face shines instead of not being able to control it. Also, I put a little bit on my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead a tiny, tiny bit. I'm talking like whatever is left over on my brush. And then that is that. I'm going to go ahead and pack this up. I didn't need more powder or bronzer. I think I'm good. I don't want to go too overboard with it. I am known to do that. So I'm just going to leave it be, not do too much more. The only other thing I have to do is set my face. I use the D-Slick, and I also have a travel size of the All Nighter. I
I also have a MAC Fix Plus. This one has SPF in it. It smells like watermelon Jolly Rancher. It smells really good. But today I'm just going to go with the Classic De-Slick. I do pump it once just to make sure that the mist is good and it doesn't like spit out and then mist out. I want it to be like a nice fine mist, but I'm going to go ahead and spray this all over my face. And the De-Slick is great for oily skin. They also have a pollution protection one. They have their new Ultra Matte, which I haven't tried yet. I tried it at work, but I haven't like had it at home to really try it. And I just take this off. I'm gonna throw some dry shampoo on my hair because I didn't wash my hair last night. And all of this is backpacked up. I'm gonna go put my Mario spray and whatnot back into my medicine cabinet. But yeah, that is it for my makeup routine.
Alrighty guys, so this is the final look, and you can see the highlight, you can see my eyes and everything, and my lashes look nice and long. And then this is the lip combo with the Cinderella color and then a little bit of that Buxom gloss. And I just got dressed, and now I'm going to pick up the tower, take out the trash, and do all my normal things that I do in the morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's not something that I usually do, but I really wanted to show you guys. I've gotten a couple of comments that were so sweet complimenting me on my makeup, both on my Instagram and on here. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna show them how I do my makeup and just do something fun and kind of like out of my comfort zone. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!